Long time no see, my friends. It's been 3 months since the last one, and I was trying to figure out, is chapter 9 or chapter 10? I don't know, I have to check. Anyway, good to see you all, if there is anyone on the other side. Times have been difficult, changed so much that you don't even know what the future is or if there is one. I have moved my gigs with my band, with Drink Floyd, whatever troubadour stuff I've had, solo or with Yassi, my wife, or with Bryn Jones. Everything's been moved forward and some cancelled, and clubs have been closed, shut down. It is really a hard time. But we have no other choice than go on and try to survive this. I've been lucky in a sense that I have now a decent job. I'm working 3 days a week at Tonefest Guitar Gallery. You can check them out here. And that's really nice. I mean, I've done 3 days so far, but I'm working there 3 days a week, and it's really nice to be able to sit down and with people talk about guitars and pedals. We have loads of that. So that's been a relief that I got something to do. And don't even mention the word, because I haven't got one yet. It's a long story. We had one already which looked something like this, but it didn't work the way I wanted to, and it was a little bit too difficult to transport. So when we were making drawings for a complete new one, and it will have 2 amp ones, because I decided I definitely want to play in stereo. The first idea with the pedalboard that I had was that the new one would be very easy to travel with, but I just thought, fuck it, I want the board stereo, and that's the way I need 2 amps on that. And no special new pedals on that, but we'll get to it once I have there's no gigs, so there's no rush. The only thing which is sad is I don't have all the effects that I would like to use, because they're at TVG Custom Guitars. So let's not talk about the pedalboard at all, because it will get there one day. Anyway, I've gotten some questions. I'm going to answer a few of them again. 2 or 3 actually, regarding my favorite guitar players and what do I think of this and that, or this or that guitar player. One was Frank Marino, and I love Frank Marino. I remember when I got the live album, it completely blew my mind. I never heard anyone play so long solos and jamming so much than he did, and with a fucking great tone. So yes, Frank Marino is really good. And I actually, last year I spent probably 3 or 4 weeks just surfing him on YouTube, checking out new videos, and great player. And I'm happy that he's back. I got his 6 DVD or 3 DVD, whatever, thing that came out, and apart from the vocals, which have been maybe worked on a little bit too much, it's a really nice DVD with great jamming and great playing, and it's great that he's back. The other one, or one of the other ones mentioned, was Joe Bonamassa, and you either love him or you hate him, as it is with most guitar players, but he seems to divide people into 2 camps completely, hate him or love him. I think that he's a great player. Nobody can say that he can't play a guitar. You're either tone deaf or stupid if you say that he can't play the guitar. You might not like the way he plays, but he can play the guitar. I actually liked him more when he was a little bit more freer, like the trio stuff, in a way that it wasn't so bluesy. I'm not particularly fan of all this, the 3 Kings and all that too, but you know, he has made so much good for this blues rock, melodic blues rock genre, that I actually get very upset when people knock him off for being a businessman. You know, good for him. If I would have even a tenth of the success he would have, I would be super happy. So Bonamassa is great. I have a problem with, I buy all his albums when they come out, and I listen through them. And my problem is that I find usually only 3 or 4 songs that I really like, which again is a matter of taste, but you know, he's got a great tone, he's a great player, and you either love him or hate him. That's the thing. Well, with most people, I guess it's the same thing. I used to be a huge fan of Richie Blackmore, I was asked about him as well. But I'm not a big fan anymore. When he came out with the Rainbow stuff, again, I wasn't that much into it, and I didn't like his playing so much. And I remember seeing him, the last concert with Deep Purple and all that, and I wasn't interested. But, you know, he's still a legend, you can't knock him. Another guitar player that, well, someone said you have a lot of Robin Trower in your playing. And yes, I do, like this song that it's in this episode called Bridge of Dreams. I was on tour in Germany with my own band, and we were supporting Robin Trower. And that was fantastic. I got to see him play every night from the side of the stage or from the hall. And first of all, he plays extremely loud. He's got a fucking brilliant, great tone. It's so big, and beautiful sense of dynamics in his playing, which is something that I think is missing in most modern players. That there's no dynamics. It's the sound is full on. It's either distorted or then it's clean, but it's not everything in between. I mean, you have to remember that back in the late 60s, early 70s, the biggest effect that anyone had when they had a Marshall was this. Number 2 or 3 was clean, number 6, 7 was crunch, and number 10 was solo, and that was all there was. And that's missing nowadays with players. Another question I got was about what do I think of all these YouTube players that are out there. Well, my problem with the YouTube thing is that I'm 58, I learned how to play by listening to music, which meant I put on a vinyl and I went on with the needle, oh, I have to get that riff again, and I'm back and forth until I got it, but I had to listen. And what's happening now is that people can actually see everything, and you learn by seeing, not by listening, and that is my problem. There are some players, young players, who are so ridiculously good that I can't watch it. You know, it gets to the point where I have nothing to say. So yeah, YouTube is good. I mean, when I go on YouTube, I look for clips of all the old guys. You know, something that I haven't seen before. So you know, I like to watch gear videos. I want to check out some new pedals. I hear what people say, but I try not to go and see how is he playing and try to learn something from YouTube. I'd rather learn something new by listening, or I just actually sit down and play the guitar without any YouTube or anything else. I just play whatever comes to my mind. Which leads me to the next thing. There was a question about how do you do that thing that you do in Open Road, Open Book in the middle, which is not on the album. That part is not on the album. It's something we came up with the jams, and it's been there now. A lot of the times when we play it live, I do it. It's a two-handed thing, not tapping, plucking or something like that. And it goes like this. So what actually is happening here is I use my thumb to fret the bass note, and the these two fingers to hammer on very fast or semi-fast. And then I use this hand, I press down on which note I want to play, and with the thumb I'll pick it, so it will be and this would form E minor. This would be C, and then to A minor. And F. Now I have to admit, this is all copied from Steve Morse, but you know, it's not exactly the same, but I remember hearing him doing it, and not with my eyes, but with my ears, I figured out, oh, that's what he's doing. And it sort of just crept in the song. You can check it out on YouTube. There's many live versions of the song, Open Road, Open Book. So that was it. Very simple, if you know how to do it.